So you've done your fasting for however long it is, and now you actually come to refeeding. So I'm going to split this into two. I'm first going to tell you what you should do, and then I will tell you what I did. So refeeding, there's a little bit of a rule of thumb that for every 2 days you fast, you need to have 1 day of refeeding. So basically, if you fast for 40 days, you will have to have 20 days of refeeding. What refeeding basically means is that because you haven't had any food, you haven't had any solid, your biogut is basically empty. You have not produced any of the normal biogut things you have to break down, because as I said, you've given the whole system a break to make it fix itself. So it's very important you start up this system very slowly. Now there's lots of plans out there you can find on the internet, and if you want me to, I can do a special session about what it needs to include. But really, refeeding is about introducing things really very slowly into your body. And as I said, it's basically a similar program, you just stretch it out over a longer period of time if you've done it. But the idea is, for example, to have something very fluid to start with. Normally they recommend carrot juice, and even carrot juice that you have mixed up 50% with water. And in a long feast, that might be what you're having for the first 3 days. Very gently introducing food back into it to allow the biogut to build up. You can then move on towards different types of soup, and very slowly kind of move over towards solid. This is really important, and actually what I learned is probably actually one of the most dangerous things of fasting is the refeeding. And there's a story out there about a priest in California who did do 40 days of fasting, and then went out and ate a steak, and he dropped dead straight there. Now, don't know the stories behind him and his medical situation and so on. There could be many things on it. But this is where we come into what did I do? Well, I knew all of this, and I started to do a slow refeeding, but I got absolutely hooked on food. I could not stop myself from eating. And I ate way too much, and I ate it way too quickly. And there's no two ways of telling what happens is all the food passes straight through your tummy, and it ended up in basically blocking up my intestines. Until at one point I had to, basically let it all out. I do not mind saying you, I was this far away from calling an ambulance, but I got it out. It was like giving birth to a 1/2 meter metal iron about this thick. And there's no ways nice of saying it. I tore myself completely. And even after that, I still struggle not to eat. And because of the tearing, I had massive issues with bowel movements from that. So I think it's very important, and which is what I've learned for future fasting, is mentally do not see the fasting, the finishing of the fasting as the end goal. No, add this for every 1 day you fast, for every 2 days you fasted, you add 1 day. The end goal is once you have refed yourself in a healthy way and you have built up your biogut. But then again, you have a brand new system then. When you've done it, you have a brand new system. You will feel it. You will feel so much more energized. You will, be amazed about how much energy you have, how much better you sleep. And especially if you can start then also, after 3 weeks of refeeding, start to do some more exercise, you'll be amazed how well you feel. But I cannot underline on my own experience, and from what I read, is the refeeding is so important and should not be underestimated.